Hello everybody, this is Nolan Cat here, and we are back here in the wonderful planet of Kerbal. It's a beautiful little planet here, and yeah, it's got some holes, we have some launch stuff, location zone, oh hey, interesting, but it's very cool place. But we're back, and today we're going to be launching the largest rocket in history of Kerbal, the SOAR 1, the Single Orbit Astronaut Return Program Mark 1. This design should bring someone up to a long suborbital trajectory and then safely return them. If we don't safely return them, I'll be so very sad. So let's hope it can get them out. And yep. But there's also other things that I should look at, like these mission control stuff. Like, for example, this. There's no reason to do it. There's no reason to not do it. But it's definitely interesting. This one's like a weird one about essentially put them up into space and then bring them back down. And yeah, there's stuff like this, or there's stuff like take a fuel engine away from Kerbal, and this one's just to orbit it, and it looks like this one has no downsides. Don't know why we didn't do that one. And then there's stuff to bring the R10 hammer one into flight above it, and just make it go fast. And that the RT10 hammer that's I believe is this one. Yep. This is just a flea, but I think there's also one for bringing the flea high up into the atmosphere. Or not, There's also one thing for fleas, right? Yep, bring the flea in its trajectory over suborbital trajectory over Kerbal, which, I mean, we could have done this. We should have done this. I mean, I think that's something that we get achieved by the R2, which we might need to launch another R2. And this one should be done from us, actually, since we just have to have one, fly it, and get it up there. Why don't we accept this? Active contracts. Now we've got this one. Have an RT10 hammer solid booster. The SOAR. But there's also a thing I forgot to mention. Look at that, no longer Kerbal Space Program. I've replaced it with Starlight. So we can now move on. Everything's changed. So let's send this thing up into sky. Or at least let's try. Right? I think it's also gonna be kind of dark here on the surface. Yeah, okay. So we have Sudan Kerman, a pilot, which is perfect because we landed them. And if this ends up being catastrophic failure not because of bad engineering, but because of the landing sequence, I might reset it. If it's because of bad engineering, I probably won't reset it. So this thing's massive and super heavy and has 3 big boosters in it, just so we can get it up before it even has much more liquid fuel. 5 tanks of it before we get to the actual swivel there. But we need to go up and launch. So let's go. And whew, this thing's heavy. Alright, let's go up. Let's turn SAS on. Stability assist, that's what it is. Uh-oh, this might not be good. Okay, but it is getting lighter the longer we go. And going up faster. But as you can see now, it's now going up faster as we leave the launch site here at Kerbal with the intent of going as high as possible. Oh, we've never been far enough low to actually hear the thing hit the ground, but some SOAR 1 debris has hit the ground. Maybe we should add parachutes to this kind of stuff. Okay, well, we are going quite fast as we go up into the sky, the atmosphere here. Okay, let's do a little more throttle. Let's bring it high enough up to where we can be consistently going up for now. Since we're definitely not very high up. But let's also twist it a bit. So it's going like this. Okay. Liquid fuel's looking good. We're going up consistently better than our liquid fuel is. We are doing quite well, almost 1,000 meters a second in the upper atmosphere. We still want to make sure that we keep at least a little bit of fuel. So we're going to start lowering the throttle down. Much lower, and we're now technically in space, I thought. Okay, I have to lower down throttle all the way. Now let's quickly go take a look at tracking what our trajectory is like. And it's a very suborbital trajectory. Still plan to go up a lot. So let's push it further by going like this. Throttling up. Now, I really don't want to lose that much fuel here, so let's go for a very little amount of time. Okay, let's stop it there. And let's see what we've done to the trajectory. Now, I think I'll settle with this trajectory that we get here, since we clearly need more fuel. But now that's a very nice looking trajectory. It's done quite amazingly so far. So let's see. I think I need all remaining fuel to stop Sudan Kerman from dying. So we're just gonna leave it at this. But we did go very high up. And up. Contract's complete. Look at that. We got a contract complete. That's very exciting. Let's go back to the Space Hunter and see that. We have, hopefully, more money, more science, thanks to that active contract. We completed it because we had one. Then we put it in Kerbal, we flew it. That was good. Now we probably should have also taken the swivel one we shouldn't have taken because that one goes very high. Okay, the SOAR 2, the Single Orbit Astronaut Return Program Mark II, is an improved version of the Mark I that has more fuel and more thrust with more liquid than solid. Hopefully it will get full orbit. Anyways, now we actually need to make that, so that's an important idea. And this one's even bigger than the previous one, so I hope it'll be able to make it all the way up. But this one also uses liquid fuel to get up as well as move around. After it gets up, it uses liquid fuel to try and launch itself forward. So, there we go. And then I have this top part, these top two. That way it separates two things from being able to land. So SOAR 2 is pretty much ready. We just need to wait for SOAR 2 to see if it's a success, and if it's not, potentially restart SOAR 2. Here it is at a long suborbit. We're actually probably going to speed things up here to get back to the ground. So, and it does tell us that we're falling. Let's quickly increase time by 5 times. Try and get much closer. Okay, and let's... we should... This isn't good. We're going 1,000 meters a second. And we're about to run out of fuel. Okay, we used too much fuel. Okay, we are currently not very high above the mountain. But we are slowing down greatly. Potentially to the point where we could save ourselves. Crap. Okay. Catastrophic failure. Oh boy, and we can't restart, so we have to go back to the Space Center. Okay, so we lost Astronaut, you know. And that's not good. But it wasn't just a failure as in I failed to land us, it was a failure as in I failed to give us enough fuel to land us. Let's get ourselves a new astronaut. Okay, don't click on the flagpole, okay. Let's get ourselves a new astronaut. Take this SOAR to the launch pad. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Is there a way that we can upgrade our launch pad or something? What we probably should do is upgrade the launch pad, which I figured out how to do. It's going to be a hefty cost, but probably worth it, so we can launch our SOAR missions up, and actually missions that can go far beyond. Okay, let's launch it. Since our launch pad's actually now acceptable in size. And oh, it's bending. That's yeah, it must be wind. But I guess let's just have her launch. Whew. Oh, that's not good. That's bad. Uh-oh. That was bad. Revert to vehicle assembly. Let's quickly fix that. I guess not even. No. Not symmetrical. Slightly bent to go, one way. Maybe this will be a little better than just bending over and then dying. Also, let's enable SAS while launching to hopefully see if that can make things a little better. And that's still bent, so it's still going to cause issues. Until those launch, but I guess it did give us extra thrust. But alright, let's I don't know what we're trying for here. Well, I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pull up. Let's throttle up. Alright, let's hurtle ourselves into the atmosphere. Oh wait, apparently that also has automatic systems to stop us. Anyways, yeah, let's throw ourselves into the ground. Revert to vehicle assembly. Okay, these little guys down here have done nothing but cause problems. Let's take them off. Our rockets definitely, clearly just aren't ready for them. So, let's go ahead and just stop that safe. Now let's launch one that's actually can go, straight up instead of having a catastrophic failure. Okay, now when we launch, we'll just go straight up. And I don't know how that solid fuel thruster actually manages to get us off the ground. Man, this thing's heavy. This thing's really heavy. Let's go ahead and throttle up early. Although, hopefully not as even, we should be able to leave throttle at us the middle. Okay, launch that as soon as possible and get going as high up as possible. Okay, yep. Must be a speedometer up here, I guess. We aren't very high up. I'll say that. Okay. Yeah, let's throttle up. Bring this up and see what we can get to have happen. I think this is already a failure, this one. I think we need to go back to the drawing board and add some more thrust, but we do have a lot of upwards force. Oh, yeah, SAS should be on. But yeah, this is not a super good thing going on here as we slow down, and we're not even gonna make it out of the atmosphere, so I wonder if there's something that we can do to. Alright, let's bring the time up to 4 times, and let's actually force our rocket down into Earth, or into Kerbal. Wow, it's the first time it's ever exploded in the atmosphere. Okay, revert to vehicle assembly. Turns out we quickly need to add a little more thrust. Who knows at this point, of SOAR 2, since we've had some catastrophic failures with it. And, whoo-wee, is it heavy. It's incredibly heavy. Half of our fuel's almost gone. We're only going 10 meters a second. It'll get faster. That exploded. Okay, we're going up very slowly but surely, I guess. I think we can just blast it since this is a very good trajectory. I guess SAS automatically put us into. We're losing fuel as we go faster. Okay, we're going a little too fast now as we leave the atmosphere. There that thing goes. We get up much higher into the upper atmosphere, and we can't launch this bottom stuff. Not quite yet. But now we just go up and we can't do nothing but wait. Wait as it pushes further up, going around the dark side of Kerbal. There's some debris. I believe, yep, we are now going down. We have no idea what's going on below us. I don't know where we quite are. I do know that we are. It's about time that we start slowing us down for a likely failed launch. This SOAR 2 is very difficult to get into space. We need some more science. We need better rockets. That was automatic. Automatically came out when it could. And SAS is automatically bringing us down. Let's bring our throttle down a bit since we're going real slow. We're actually moving forward now. And we're actually going back up. We are trying to land here. Not just sit 12,000 meters above. This could be a big failure for this bow. Oh, SAS turned us properly. At 6,000, we should probably let it loose. Let it all loose at once. Although we're pretty good on speed. Alright, we're actually going to lower it to maybe sometime around 4,000. I think this is just the ocean. Our speed's still looking good. Okay. Alright, let's do as much as we can to slow ourselves down as much as possible. And okay, well, our parachute launched and we slowed ourselves down. And we're about to touch down on the surface of the planet. Whoa. Let's recover that vessel. Since we hit the water, let's see what we got. Recovered vessel, data gathered. We got a little bit of science. And in total, we got not a lot of funds. Okay, that went terribly. And, we definitely need